Hi guys! So I just wanted to pop on here today to show you guys how to tell the inside of your amigurumi from the outside of your amigurumi. And this goes for any crochet project, but specifically amigurumi, especially when you're in the early phases of learning how to do it, it can be difficult to know if you have the inside facing out or the outside facing out. So for one, it's always up to you what side faces out. If you like what is considered to be the outside, technically, on the inside and the inside on the outside, that is totally fine. You can do it any way that you want to. But for the purposes of this video, I am going to show you what is traditionally considered to be the outside of the crochet stitch and what is considered to be the inside. So specifically, I'm going to be showing you with single crochets because those are the stitches that you use for amigurumi. And the reason that you use single crochets for amigurumi, by the way, since I said that, is because they are tight and you can make sure that your polyfill won't show through. If you were to use a different kind of a stitch, then there is a good chance your polyfill would show through. So this is the outside of your crochet stitch, okay? So when you have a single crochet, it will look like a V kind of. Okay, so here I have isolated out what one single stitch looks like so that you can really see defined what the front of a single crochet looks like. It basically is kind of a little V shape or two lines that kind of come together in the center, okay? So this right here, these two strings that come together in the center, they kind of look like a V. This is the outside of your crochet. When you're crocheting amigurumi, you will know that it's the outside because where you are currently working, it will be the crochet side closest to you, and you'll be crocheting towards the left. So for example, if I was to attach on, this isn't the hook I'm using for this project, but just for example, I would be working this direction. So I would be working left, and that was with this side facing me. So if you're working to the left, but you're actually working on this second side, the side furthest away from you, then that's a good indication that you have your project inside out. So if you have it flipped the right way, this side closest to you, you'll be crocheting towards the left. And that's going to be true no matter what side you're on. Even as you continue, it's always going to be crocheting towards the left if this closest side to you is the side that you're crocheting on. So if you're crocheting on this side furthest from you and you're crocheting to the left, then you have your project inside out. So that's just a little hint, a little thing that you can double check for if you don't trust yourself to look at your work. But this is the outside of single crochet stitches. Here I've just pushed down the outside of my work so that you could see what the inside of the single crochet stitches look like, and you can see how they look very different from the outside. Now you see how the inside, they more just kind of look like knots. They don't have that kind of V look to them. So here is how they look, and I will try to get you a nice little side by side to really compare how the stitches look. So you see that these ones on the outside, they have like a nice defined V shape to them. And let me show you that again. You can see each stitch. This is a stitch right here. This is a stitch right here. This is a stitch right here. You see how those all have kind of a V shape to them. They have two very distinguishable lines that go at a diagonal and they come together. Now these ones on the inside, they look more just like knots. They don't have a defined V, and they don't have a defined point. You're going to see some strands of yarn that go horizontal. You're going to see some that are kind of coming down into those. So you'll just notice they do look different. The inside and outside stitches do look different. And that is why this is considered the outside. It's considered to be a more polished look for the outside of your amigurumi. Now that does not mean, like I said, that you have to do your amigurumi facing a certain way. You can always do it whatever is your preference. If you think it looks good on a certain project to do it the other way, then you go for it. But I wanted to make this video to help you in case you're confused and you're trying really hard to figure out what's the inside and outside of your work. So the outside will have these nice little V shapes very defined, you know, the yarn coming down into a point together here, and then the inside has, you know, yarn kind of going horizontal and vertical and every which way, and it looks more like knots. So hopefully that helps you. And like I said, a good little way to check yourself if you aren't 100% sure just by looking is if you have your work with your current spot facing towards you as the closest spot, and you are working towards the left, then you should have it facing the right way out. If you put the yarn that you're currently working with facing towards you, like this side closest to you, and it is working this direction, like you're going to need to flip it to work on it, then you have it inside out. So I hope that you found this video to be helpful, and I'm going to make some more videos like this that are just real short, real quick videos to try to help with some commonly asked questions or things that people aren't sure about. So if you are interested in more content like this, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. I will see you guys again real soon. Bye guys!